Commissioner, I wanted to ask about your speech to the National Press Club last month. You said in response to a question about the protection of women's rights under CEDAW that we are not one version of woman. Now, last I checked, a woman is an adult human female with XX chromosomes. So what did you mean when you said we are not one version of woman?
That there is a great diversity in who we are as women, so that includes culturally, racially marginalised women, First Nations women, women with disability, lesbians, trans women, non-binary. There are a range of people who identify as women who are women.
Did you mean that biological males can be women?
Men. So I think that we have different language that perhaps you're using than I would use. So I don't understand the term biological men.
Right. This might be a short tranche of questions then. Commissioner, does the Sex Discrimination Act protect the rights of women based on their sex?
Yes, it does.
How?
So the Sex Discrimination Act makes it unlawful to treat someone less favourably on the basis of their sex. So, for example, not giving someone a job because they are a woman, or not giving them a promotion because they are a woman, then that would be against the law under the Sex Discrimination Act.
And just so I'm abundantly clear, you're saying that the Sex Discrimination Act does protect the rights of biological females based on their sex?
So again, I'll change the language. It protects women from discrimination.
But it doesn't protect biological females, is
it
what
does
you're
not
saying.
use the language of biological female. It uses man and woman.
That's convenient. Commissioner, does the Sex Discrimination Act protect the provision of women's single-sex spaces and services? Let me rephrase that question, given what you've just said. Does the Sex Discrimination Act protect the provision of female single-sex spaces and services?
So it is, under the Sex Discrimination Act, there can be special measures if they are to achieve equality, substantive equality. So, for example, a program to address the lack of women carpenters that was provided only to women apprentices, that would be considered a special measure. So it's not providing the same treatment to men who are training to be carpenters, but it's providing a measure to try and improve equality for women who are wanting to be carpenters.
What if it were provided to biological females who wanted to be carpenters?
So it doesn't, the Sex Discrimination Act doesn't use that language. It uses the language of man and woman.
No wonder Australian women are disappointed. Commissioner, you'd be familiar with the Victorian case of a male pedophile being housed in a women's prison. It's been in the media in the last week. For the purposes of the Sex Discrimination Act, do you consider that this man, who is a child sex offender, is a woman?
The Sex Discrimination Act includes trans women within it. So the person who I believe you're referring to is a trans woman.
Right. That was very revealing.